शरद कमल जो कि रैंक 32 हैं और अपने ऑपोजिशन को उन्होंने एक कड़ा मुकाबला था। बेहतर उनको फाइट मिली अपने ओपोनेंट पोर्चुगीज अपोलोनिया से, लेकिन राकेश हमारे साथ हैं, वो ज़्यादा अच्छे से प्रकाश डालेंगे उनके परफॉर्मेंस पर। राकेश, आज कुछ डिफरेंट लग रहे थे शरद, और एक जो खामी देखी जाती है कि पहले जीतते हैं और उसके बाद फिर थोड़ा सा लेजी से हो जाते हैं, खिलाते हैं अपने ओपोनेंट को। आज पहला सेट हारे, पहला गेम इनफैक्ट हारे, और उसके बाद फिर कोई मौका नहीं दिया उन्होंने।
देखिए, जैसे 7 सेट वाला जो भी एक मैच होता है, उसमें आपका तरीका यही रहता है कि आप सेटल हो जाएं एक बार, और सेटल होने के बाद एक बार अगर आपको ग्रिप मिल जाता है, मोमेंटम मिल जाती है, फिर आप छोड़ते नहीं हैं। शरद के साथ ऐसा होता नहीं है। शरद क्या करता है कि मैंने बहुत बार देखा है उसको, इतने सालों से देख रहा हूँ, वो क्या करता है कि एक लीड लेने के बाद वो एक्सपेरिमेंट करता है कि अभी मेरे पास थोड़ा टाइम है एक्सपेरिमेंट करने के लिए। उसका रीजन ये है कि वो कहता है फिर मैं कब करूंगा ये एक्सपेरिमेंट, इन अ मैच सिचुएशन आई वांट टू डू इट। बट ये ओलंपिक्स है, ठीक है, और जिसके साथ वो खेल रहा है वो भी एक अच्छा खिलाड़ी है। वर्ल्ड के जो टॉप 60 प्लेयर्स होते हैं उनको टेबल टेनिस जैसे गेम में बहुत अच्छा माना जाता है। बैडमिंटन में ये 15 बोलते हैं हम लोग, 15-16 से ऊपर आपको बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर नहीं मिलते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे 60 तक आपको अच्छे प्लेयर मिल जाते हैं। तो ये 56 प्लेयर इसमें हैं, और ये दोनों यूरोप के लीग में बहुत बार मिलते हैं, बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं दोनों। और यूटीटी जब हुआ इंडिया में इतने सालों में, एंड अपोलोनिया हैज बीन कमिंग हियर एवरी ईयर, और मुलाकात भी हुई है मेरी उनसे, तो मैं जानता हूं कि दोनों में जो एक एक्सचेंजेस होते हैं बड़े अच्छे।
Rakesh, that's what we're showing our viewers also on the screen right now.
That's
when we
right.
talk about how tough the Portuguese people can
because
be.
they know each other's game. Very
Men's
true.
singles round 2, Achanta Sharad Kamal, of course, winning against Thiago Apollonia comfortably and very thumpingly, 4-2. And yes, Rakesh, बोल रहे थे
मैं जैसे कह रहा था आपको कि
score line also
the score line, he lost the first one very easily rather, and then you see that great comeback in the third, in the second and the third, and interestingly in both these games, second and third, he led 5-0. Now when you take off with a 5-0 cushion, of course, I mean half the game is already won.
So basically, he lost the first game 2-11, winning back.
And then he won the next 2, lost the third, lost the fourth, won the next 2.
Correct.
So what you see here is that Sharad Kamal was never allowed to relax, and that was in a way good. Had he won the first, then he would have dropped the next one rather, because that is the trend of his game. That's the way he plays. Now, if you ask him not to do it, because I have said that to him a good number of times, it doesn't make much of a difference. But then, given the kind of competition that you have here, he won't get any other chance to experiment. And why should you experiment in a match situation? Because you have come prepared for this. Now, if you look at Sharad Kamal, he has lost weight, or rather, as he says, I've reorganized my weight. He's just lost maybe 1 kg, but he has been under supervision since September last year. His diet, his movements, his sleeping pattern, number one, all these things have been organized, and he has a scientific support team. He has a mental trainer with whom practically he speaks every 4 hours. And I remember when the coaching camp was happening in Sonipat before the team left for Tokyo, when I was speaking to him one day, he said, Rakesh, from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to follow the Japanese time. That means I'm going to eat early, get up early, so that I'm ready for the match, so that I just ensure that when I go there, there's no jet lag. And that is exactly what he did. And a lot of athletes, world-class athletes, they do just this. That jet lag is not an issue. Like golfers do that. Every week they play in different continents or wherever that they go and play, or on different tours. So they can't afford to be pegged back because of the jet lag. So he has been training, I mean, like he has never done before. I know that he's really giving it everything. His 4th Olympics, need not get a 5th opportunity, but he's very keen and he's supremely fit. I don't see, I can't even recall when was the last time I saw Sharad so fit. Right. The tummy is completely gone. He trains differently these days. And just to add, if I have the time, I can just add one line. What happened with him was in July last year, that was during the lockdown, there was this scientific team that was, talking to him that what problems do you face? So he said, look, this is the way I play, and I've been gaining weight for no fault of mine. I mean, I really can't figure out why it is so, because somewhere some extra ounces get, added. Now, for a layman, it will be like, होता है, इसमें क्या
पानी लगने लगा
है? लग जाता है, कहीं आपने गलत खा लिया, कुछ ज़्यादा खा लिया. They said, no, it doesn't work that way. There is something that we need to investigate. So the medical reports were taken off, and then interestingly, what came out was that his toe, his right toe, bends in a certain way when he's playing a shot. So his body angle, the entire body changes. I mean, the kind of power that he should get from the toe.
He's not getting
Any player, like he's a right-hander, so his right toe, a lot of, he gets that kind of a bounce, and or you can also call it spring. Unless you get that spring, you can't do it. So the pressure is on your toe, and that toe, the spring that he ought to be getting, he was not getting, because that was hurting him. So his body weight would go towards the small toe. Now this is very, very technical. I don't know how many people would be interested, but that is what he said. He said, now I can put my weight back on my toe because I worked on it. Now the equilibrium of the whole body is there correctly. This is only for the last 10 months, mind you, 9-10 months. And he says it makes a huge difference. He says, now I'm not going to put on weight like the way I used to, because the equilibrium has been found. Now this is what scientific support does to you.
I think that's
This
what
is-
sports does to all the
Absolutely,
players, because body
absolutely.
balance and
Yeah.
maintaining the fact that your body posture is straight,
yeah.
and how you're playing, what angle are you pulling your body into, what you're eating.
And also,
Everything comes
Sakshi,
into
what
perspective.
your particular, the kind of, set of, you call it, like muscles or whatever, what is being put to use? There are
Muscle
certain
strength.
muscles not every sportsman even requires to use. A tennis player will have a different set of muscles at work. A table tennis player will have a separate set. And here it was told to him that, okay, here are your reports, MRIs, X-rays, whatever that you have. And then he was told that, look, this is what you need to be doing. And he was so diligent about it. He said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. So what you saw today was probably, Sharath lifting himself out of that 2-11, that early loss of set. And then he bounces back to take the next 5 points of the second set, 5 points of the third set. There you are. Then you know that, okay, this is the Sharath that we know. And that's exactly what he did. And the way he, held his nerves towards the end, 9-all, his opponent takes a timeout. He needs 2 points. Anything can happen because there is a break there.
Correct.
And that was for Thiago. That was his last, should I say, the arrow, which he had to fire. You can't leave it in your quiver and say, okay, I'll just go without it. He fired everything at Sharath. And Sharath was brilliant, I thought.
9-all था एक वक्त पे मुकाबला, और वहां से फिर 11-9 किया, उसको फिनिश किया गेम को वहीं पर. और मैं फिर से उसी बात पर आऊंगा कि अगर यहाँ पर लूज करते तो फिर 7 तक जाता,
डिसाइडिंग सेट में जाते.
deciding
फिर वहाँ
sets
कुछ भी हो सकता है. देखिए, डिसाइडिंग सेट किसी भी मैच में अगर आप देखें, वहाँ स्किल फैक्टर फिर नहीं आता, क्योंकि दोनों 3-3 जीत चुके हैं या 2-2 जीत चुके हैं. डिपेंड करता है आप किस स्पोर्ट में हैं. दैट इज नर्व्स, प्योरली नर्व्स. ये किसी भी स्पोर्ट्स एक्सपर्ट से, मेंटल एक्सपर्ट से आप पूछें, डिसाइडिंग गेम में आपका गेम तो देख लिया दोनों ने, क्योंकि आप अभी तक बराबर हैं. अब जो वहां पे मेंटली स्ट्रांग है, जो ज्यादा डेस्परेटली वो जीतना चाहता है, और जिसके बदन में ज्यादा दम है, it is not because the errors come in because you don't know how to execute them.
Correct.
Because your body is not responding. आप जो कमांड दे रहे हैं बॉडी को, जैसे ये मुझे सिंधु ने बताया था, कहती है कि जब मैं स्ट्रांग हूँ टांगों में, मेरे टांगों में दम है, कहती है जब ये लास्ट के जो पॉइंट्स होते हैं 20-all, 21-all, इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विथ योर स्किल. वेदर आई एम रीचिंग द शटल, मैं उठाती हूँ और मुझे पता है कि मैं शटल उठा रही हूँ क्योंकि मेरे टांगों में दम है. वो गलतियां नहीं होती हैं. मेरा जो मेजरमेंट है कि मुझे पता है मेरा ये अभी मुझे उसको उस कॉर्नर में डालना है, तो वो कॉर्नर में ही जाएगा, वो मिड कोर्ट नहीं जाएगा. दैट इज बिकॉज आई हैव द स्ट्रेंथ एंड द बिलीफ. So towards the end of the game, it's two things. One is your physical strength in your legs, not in your hands. हाथ में तो रैकेट है आपके, लेकिन आपकी टांगें आपको क्या कैरी कर रही हैं on that crucial moment. क्या आपका जो फुटवर्क है, are you in position to play a certain shot? So ये सब चीजें हैं स्पोर्ट्स में जो कि एक आम जो एक गेम को फॉलो करता है उसको शायद इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस उतनी ज़्यादा दिखती नहीं है, शायद उसको ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, लेकिन फ्रॉम अ स्पोर्ट्समैन्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है। इसीलिए आप देखते हैं कि वो कितने अलग अलग लेवल पे फिटनेस करते हैं, अपने कुछ सेट ऑफ मसल्स। एक वेट लिफ्टर जो मसल्स यूज़ करता है वो एक नोवाक जोकोविच को यूज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ।